How many of you guys come home, put your gun on a nightstand, or go into a hotel room and put your gun on a dresser? You're getting ready for bed, you're getting cleaned up, whatever it is, but you set it down and keep it in a certain place. Well, picking it up and firing might seem like an easy task. I'm gonna give you some tips to make this happen a little bit smoother. So I'm gonna take this M&P, and we've got it cleared out right now, but I'm gonna put the magazine in it to give it some weight so it lays flat. But this is pretty much how a gun will lay on a nightstand. Quite often, they'll reach for the gun and their finger goes right for the trigger. Well, that's slow and it's dangerous, okay? What I'd rather see is somebody reach for it and get their finger alongside the frame. And the way we're gonna make that happen just a little bit better or easier is by using my other hand to assist the gun into my two-handed grip. So as I come into that gun, I'm actually putting pressure on the top of the slide and lifting it and rolling it into my hand to obtain my two-hand master grip. This is a really simple tip that you might not have thought of. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you if you ever have to race to grab a gun, get it in a two-handed grip, and make accurate shots. You're probably wondering why I'm down on the ground on my back on a hot range. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about firing from your back and some of the nuances that may be involved with it. It can be a little bit dangerous. And if you're doing this in a dynamic fight, there is a possibility that you could end up shooting some of your body parts. As Mary was down on the ground, or if you ever end up on the ground, this is a great defensive mechanism, and we call it bicycling to keep the bad guy off of us. It does a couple things. It keeps him away, and it creates enough distance that we can hopefully draw our gun out and engage. This is where it gets sketchy, because if I'm up here and I'm pushing this person away and the bad guy slaps the gun, could I shoot my foot? Yeah, it could happen. But you're already in a lethal force situation. You're worried about this person killing you or doing serious bodily harm. You have to take that into account. So as I'm on my back and I'm working this person off, if I had the gun on my strong side hip, it's kind of hard to get there. So here's a way to do it. And right now, I've got a clear pistol, and I would move to it, but I'd have to roll over to my side. If I'm already here on my side, when that gun comes out, I might just stay right here and fire. Why would I get it out and come back to my back? Situation will let you know what you need to do. But for me, I'm probably gonna get that gun out, fend him off, and I'm gonna engage right here. So I'm gonna load this gun, I'm gonna make it hot, and we're gonna go through this live fire, and I'll show you how I would practice this drill on the range. Everything I do is between my legs right now, okay? I've got an appendix carry holster. It's a hard-sided Kydex holster, finger outside of the trigger. Goes right into the holster, very smooth and slick. I'm down here on the ground. If I had a training partner with me, I would say, okay, give me a threat command. He'd call threat. I'd stop bicycling, I'd pull the gun out, and I would engage this target with a couple of rounds. I could go back, finger straighten off the trigger. I could do this drill again. I'm bicycling, I'm fighting for my life. I clear my cover garment as I'm doing this. Threat, gun comes out. And from here, if I wanted to, I could continue to create distance until I could sit up and now take control of the situation. I would not put the gun away if I had just put somebody down that was on top of me. So hopefully this training tip gives you a little bit of scoop and a little bit of info on fighting from your back and how to do it safely. Hey, listen, what I just showed you about fighting on your back, it's not to be taken lightly, okay? It's a dangerous technique that you shouldn't just go out and do by yourself. Make sure if you go out and do this stuff, you do it under the watchful eye of a qualified instructor. You'll thank yourself for it.
Just reinforce the idea of carrying all the time.
Hey, get on the sofa. Get on the sofa. Get on the sofa.